Kieran, snatched the point at the death. Your thoughts on the result and the performance, please?
Yeah, we snatched a point at the end. I think it was a poor performance from us on most aspects. I know where we're at as a group, but that was way below the level that we've been at tonight, to be honest. So we need to be really, really honest and frank about that. We've just spoken about that downstairs in a really honest way, and where that performance tonight has came from, in my opinion. We take the moment at the end, good composure from a few of the players to set it up, really good finish from Sindre. I think there's lots of games this year that we've deserved more from the game than what we've got. Tonight's one in the other category, so you have to take them as they come. You want it to be a moment in the season that we can look back on fondly, but we need to, and we have, and we will really address the performance tonight, because that level isn't going to get us the season that we want. So we're not going to hide from that. We're going to take the moment. We're not going to hide from the other bit, and we know we need to be a lot better.
You just said you think you know where that's come from. Can you elaborate?
I think there's a few different bits, so I don't want to go into. I spoke to the group downstairs. I think I think it comes a little bit from Friday night. I think the setback of a loss affects us more than what I would want it to at the moment. I think Friday night was incomparable to tonight as a performance, to be honest. A game that normally we would win, but some moments went against us, and I think it, if I'm honest, I think it knocked us more than what I would want it to, and not just today, but I seen it in the training ground yesterday as well. So we need to be much stronger in that. I think there's some other things, but I think those are for sharing individually. But yeah, probably if I put it to one, I'd say I think it's a follow-on from the disappointment of the other night, and you're going to have them over the course of the season. And I know it's a new group, and they haven't had those good shared experiences yet, and maybe found that real resilience to bounce back from a defeat in the way that we'd want. But I said that starts the next day at the training ground, and I think that disappointment, I think it probably came into the performance today, and we can't have that, because to be successful in the championship, being resilient and robust individually and collectively is right up on the top of the charts, and I didn't think we were tonight. So yeah, we've spoke about that. We'll address it, and we need to, individually and collectively find more.
Valerian's just said unequivocally he's not happy about the non-red card for Azor in the first half. Do you think there was enough cover there, control for the attack? What did you make of that one?
I think it was, for my eyes on the sideline, it could have went either way, to be honest. He's probably ahead of he is ahead of Azor. You've also got a really quick player chasing him down, and he's a little bit of an angle, so I'd normally want the referee not to send a player off if it's borderline in the first half. Other than that, I'm sure if I was on their side, I would have wanted the red card as well. So, it went our way tonight.
I guess scoring so late justifies the decision to replay this match, doesn't it?
I've spoken about the replay loads. For me, it was, you could feel it tonight, that it's obviously still something the opponent are upset about. That's fair enough. I'm sure in their position feel hard done by it. I don't think there was any other decision that would have been fair. I said it after the last time. Games of football can be crazy, can change on anything, and yeah, in those conditions, and what happened on the last occasion, for me there was no other way other than to play the game tonight.
So what's the messaging going to be to the group between now and some big games against Coventry, Stoke, Leicester? Given what you've just described from Oxford to tonight, the performance, what is the messaging going to be?
Look, as always, some of the messaging has to stay private and inside, but the main one for me is your response doesn't start in the next match. Your response is how you are in the group, how you are in training, how you come in the next day. Part of a winning culture, a winning group, is when you have those setbacks that you got a large majority of the group are coming in with a determination to not just to show the very, very best of themselves the next day, but also to help others, to push others, to get around others. And that's what we need to see on Thursday night. Of course, a Thursday morning will give the players a day off now after the travel that we've had tomorrow and the late arrival tomorrow. Everyone needs to recover and refresh. And then on Thursday, everyone needs to come in again ready to give the absolute best of themselves, but also to step up and give to the group. And that's what you need when you have a setback tonight. You know, in terms of the late result, we could be sit here and kid ourselves and say what a brilliant away point and what a great goal. Of course, we'll try and take those positives, but in reality, in performance, it was a big step back in my opinion. And you know, we pride ourselves on trying to be the best that we can be. So you know, we need to find a response that starts on Thursday morning that then builds the confidence, that builds the trust, that builds the resilience in the team that, you know, we're going to need to face a really good team at Portman Road on Saturday.